I love the Harley Quinn TV show because it's so funny and it brings out a lot of characters that aren't in like popular movies or TV shows. A lot of characters in the Batman and DC worlds that haven't been in movies yet that now I get to learn about and appreciate in this. Granted, they have been kind of like tweaked to be more lovable in this version because, even though they're bad guys, they're vicious freaks and murderers. It's on their side, so they're as portrayed as, just goofy, lovable people who happen to be doing a really nasty job. But they're just made so huggable. It's so weird, but so fun because it is fun to root for bad guys. In this version, they don't even seem like bad guys so much as they are just weirdos that are kind of like hanging out together. It's so freaking cute for that. But yeah, there are a lot of characters in here that I haven't seen in other TV shows and movies that I'm learning about and I like. Let's see, Harley's crew. We have Dr. Psycho, who is a misogynist and Wonder Woman's nemesis. Wow. It's so funny how, they're in a battle, a vicious trying to kill you battle, but still, there is etiquette, Dr. Psycho. You do not call women the C word while you're on the job. You shouldn't at all, but, God, you're on the job, man. Have a little class. But no, Dr. Psycho has none. He is just an angry little man, and he's one of those little characters that you kind of want to just see freak out. He's kind of like Uncle Ruckus or Eddie from Ed and Eddie, where, he's always mad about something, but you kind of like to laugh at how mad he is. Ugh. And he's got such a weird family. I love it. He married Giganta. Yes, that Giganta. Yes, it doesn't make sense, but that's what makes it hilarious. And yeah, she doesn't really get seen much in this, but just the fact that she was his ex-wife is funny enough. I really hope she does get seen more, but I'm still waiting for Catwoman. Oh, and they have a son, and Dr. Psycho's relationship with his son reminds me so much of Dr. Evil and Scott from Austin Powers. It's beautiful. The relationship isn't exactly like it, but just the whole my dad's an evil supervillain thing is so funny. Oh, God, no, it was great. It was fantastic. God, Dr. Psycho, you are a horrible person, but I really do hope I see you in a Wonder Woman movie in the future, okay? Like, politically incorrect villains are really popular now, especially in the CW shows. So, are you just following a stream? I think you could really make a great statement. I also want to see if they're going to hire a small person or just a short man to play you. But I look forward to that. I really do. I just love how done you are all the time. Like, he's always just done with Clayface. And Clayface is a beautiful example of how just because someone gets an awesome power doesn't mean they really deserve it or know how to use it. In Clayface, he can morph into anything or anybody in the world, but because his acting is so bad. Now, if his acting was just the tiniest bit better, just the tiniest bit, he'd be a great villain. He'd be a huge threat. But instead, he's just a silly sweetheart who isn't doing that great. Yeah. It's kind of a waste of a power, but the irony is just cute enough. I'm sure there are lots of comic book stories where he is absolutely a fantastic manipulator and is doing this job well, but as such, just his absolute cluelessness but good manners, they're so cute. God, even if he's a big pile of mud, I just want to hug the weirdo so badly. It's like, aww, you're gross and clueless, but it's kind of adorable. Oh, and speaking of adorable, King Shark! Oh, I mean, at first I was like, okay, how is this different than Killer Croc, really? It's kind of not. He's just a big scary monster. I mean, if that were a horror movie, then yeah, a walking shark would be terrifying. But in this world where, freaks are just another sort of minority, King Shark is just a cutie, okay? He's a big nerd. He's the voice of Cleveland Jr., okay? He has the silliest voice and the sweetest little mannerisms. He's almost like a teenager. He's not super whiny, like, thank goodness he's not. I mean, Dr. Psycho is really the whiny one. In his case, he's just kind of like the polite nerd who's good at computer. Yes, he will bite a head off if need be, but it's so casual with him, and he really thinks out things and points out the moral aspects. Aww. He's such a teddy bear, and his little beady eyes are just so cute on top of his giant rows of teeth. In fact, he's just a big dude. But yeah, he's just a damn cutie. I love Harley's crew so much. They are just the most lovable team. And other like villains that I've never seen before, I get to appreciate on this show now. Like Queen of Fables. Okay, that's pretty terrifying. And would only be good in like an adult setting like this rated R show is. Where she'll take out the 3 little pigs and use them to eat you. Again, wonderful nightmare fuel. I mean, you kind of think, why limit it to Fables? Queen, why not just go into any bookstore and bring it out? Kind of like the Page Master. That'd be fun. That'd be terrifying. Yeah, you could do that. I hope you get a spin-off show. I hope the show gets another season so we can see more of her. So much. Ugh. Let's see, who else? Lex Luthor. Again, I don't watch a lot of Superman, but I really like this version of him. He's so clean-cut. He's kind of plain. They made him African-American, and he's a very good-looking dude. And yeah, he's so professional and kind of a square, but I love how he loves Poison Ivy's powers. It has nothing to do with having a sexual, obsession with her. He just really loves supervillains. That's why he's, as far as I remember, a normal dude who's just renting out a space for big bad guys, okay? I don't know what Lex Luthor's deal really is. I don't know Superman well enough to know what Lex Luthor really does other than fun evil people. Yeah, so that seems to be bad enough. Even though he has no powers that I can tell, he's very good at resourcing. Kind of like the Joker. Oh, but he just looks so normal. That's the scary part. Oh my god. Poison Ivy is absolutely my favorite character in this. I love how just low-key dry she is through this whole thing. She is just... and on a super villain standpoint, she's an eco-terrorist, and she's just very content with doing her own projects, okay? She absolutely hates the Legion of Doom and how clubby it is, and how it's mostly dudes just duding it up, even though to me the Legion of Doom just seems like any other office, like when Bane and Scarecrow are just having coffee in the morning. It's like, God, you guys seem so normal. It's so cute. Anyway, Poison Ivy, yeah, her power is fantastic. She has a singular goal to protect the environment, which isn't actually evil. No, it's actually very noble. She just has to take, terrorist standards to try to really stop people. So yeah, that's why I root for her as a supervillain. Heck, in my book, she is in some ways a hero. I mean, yeah, she looks down on the other bad guys for, doing vicious and unnecessary things. And yeah. She's also just so dry, and I love how she and Frank always have the little bitchy go-backs and forth. And I like how she and Harley are always sitting on the couch drinking coffee, talking about TV. It's so cute. Aww. Which leads me up to the big, episode 9 thing of the big, the big, air blow out of it thing. So Harley got into the Legion of Doom. It's what she's always wanted. She's worked really hard for it. Even though, again, she does not have powers, she is just crazy enough and fast enough to get out of certain things and try crazy enough things. So even though she is just a clown, she is a studious clown. She is a strong go get 'em kind of clown, and she's absolutely so violent, and that kind of makes up for the whole pigtails and cute high voice thing. That's what's lovable about Harley Quinn. But anyway, about episode 9. So she gets in the Legion of Doom. It's treating her well. She has a talk with the Joker, even though she says many times in the episode, and many episodes before that, I'm so over him. It only takes maybe 2 smiles for her to just be in a boat and helicopter with him. It's so upsetting. It's so very upsetting, but that's absolutely what it is. Harley Quinn's always loved the Joker, even though she shouldn't. He's exactly her dream guy. He has a dark, crazy sense of humor. He's a charmer. Yeah. And he always does things big and bad. Yeah. I like that there was the episode where she does credit herself for she's always been crazy before him, but that also explains why she would be attracted to a monster like the Joker. And yeah, it is a very unpleasant scene where, because Harley was hanging out with the Joker, her crew got hurt, and it was something she was supposed to prevent. But no, King Shark's in the hospital. Ivy, who constantly says, I'm too good for teams or whatever, actually rushes to the hospital with a plant to give him because they are friends, okay? Even if they never said it out loud, she does care about the boys. And I find that really nice, okay? I think they really do care about each other, and that point will come up. But anyway, even though Joker, again, has totally ditched Harley and showed her the worst, pulled on her heartstrings, made her so happy, and then just dumps her to the point where even Batman feels sorry for his enemy. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one more regret when it comes to the Joker, and God, it's so relatable when, God, you're just so hooked up on an ex who you were with for years. Yeah. Oh, Harley, it is sympathetic, but it's also sickening how, you put the dicks before your chicks. In this case, her crew. And yeah, it breaks Ivy's heart. It makes the boys quit. And yeah, she's left alone. It's like, oh, honey, you kind of earned this. You definitely earned this. But still, to see your friends all so sad and hurt, and you're hurt by it absolutely because this is the one thing you've been wanting to avoid all season. It's hard. It's really hard. But the real interesting part of it is that at the end of the episode, Ivy is trying to do a mission herself, destroy an evil company that's trying to destroy a forest. She gets kidnapped. Or I guess just abducted because she's an adult woman. There weren't any plants around for her to use and save her. Not even Frank, who did offer to come. He wouldn't have been helpful, but I like Frank. He's such a bitch. Anyways, so I think the next few episodes will probably or should be about how the crew has to come back together with Harley and Kite Man, son of a bitch, Kite Man, who's actually a character. How is Kite Man a character? And how the hell is he Ivy's boyfriend? She's properly ashamed of it, but wow, still wow. Anyway, I want them to all get together and save Ivy, okay? Damn it, people, go save Ivy! Yeah, she is probably the most powerful person in her room when there's a plant available. And she's probably the smartest adult who's most accomplished in her own right because she might be antisocial, but she's still a very successful woman. Hell, she's a successful supervillain. Still, she has the apartment. She doesn't really have many problems. Maybe some personal issue with friends, but to be fair, people are terrible, so she makes a lot of sense to me. But anyway, Harley, go save your buddy. I love when you guys are in a fight and someone hits Ivy, you just really start swinging that bat to save your buddy. I personally don't think they need to be a couple in the show. It would be cute and they're easy to ship, but it's just nice that Ivy is that, healthy friend to Harley, even when she doesn't deserve her. There's just little moments there where they're just squealing like buddies and it's so cute. So yeah, I cannot wait for the episode, for even the scene when Harley and the gang know that Ivy's in danger. It's like, go save your girl! Ah! She might be cranky. She might say she doesn't need you guys, but she needs you guys. Go save her! Even you, Kite Man, who will probably just be the distraction for some guard dogs to eat. Seriously, at first I just thought Kite Man was a joke. Like Calendar Man, they just kind of made it for the convenience of a pun. But apparently both are, canons from classic comic books. It's so silly, but still funny. Honestly, I think Kite Man tried to be a hero and he was just bad at it, so it's easier to say he's a villain, he's breaking stuff on purpose. Yeah. I look forward. Just go save Ivy. Go save Ivy, please. Please go save Ivy. Please.